Shout out to the lifers, not to brag, but we made money all day today here in the trading group. It was amazing. Unbelievable. Hand over fist, and I'm an inverted head and shoulder here on Bitcoin. It looks like it's going to continue to pump here to the upside for BTC. Shout out to all you beautiful people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. God bless you all for being here, getting that education, getting that knowledge. You see an inverted head and shoulder here pumping to the upside for Bitcoin. Doing damage here to the upside. We got 4 trades open, a USDT trade, a USD trade, Doge pumping for almost 500, and we got DGen ripping up 250 here on the channel. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in. We're going to be with you in 8 minutes. Get yourself ready. Get yourself a drink. Stand up desk, sit down desk, wherever you're doing. We're about to have an amazing Saturday night. Get ready, baby. Let's go. The Crypto Lifer Show, baby. It's on. It's on. Just got to get to the dressing room and get ready, baby. Let's go. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here for this beautiful Saturday night live at 8 p.m. here. Shout out to each and every one of you. We're going to go over with Bitcoin and the daily candle close. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have a blast. I can't wait. This is a brand new coat. Never wore it except for this morning. Got it in the mail actually yesterday. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you, Hugo Boss. Hugo Boss, man. Hey. I love you. I appreciate you guys. Let's jump on into the live and let's have some fun. Bitcoin, $100,000 party, baby. Yeah. Whenever it's 100K, I'm happy. Let's go. It's the one and only fabulous Sammy Price action crypto lifer. I love you, man. Shout out to Rayson Records. Shout out to who's the balls? You the balls. Hey, man. Nah, you the balls, Sammy. Shout out to Team Bosses. You're funny. So $100,000 Bitcoin can we hold tonight is the question. And we have the power of the Nano Gauntlet. You know what I mean? We've got it. This thing is sweet. And I'm obsessed with this thing. And then, you know, if you have the Nano Gauntlet, you can't play yourself and not build the Infinity Gauntlet. All right? These are hard builds, man. These things are sweet. Legos, baby, Legos. Anyway, I got both gauntlets sitting on the desk, keeping me company as we make these gains. I really think they helped us make gains today. No, we made massive gains today in the trading group. I took Pepe for a beautiful $1,000 trade. I took Bitcoin for a $500 trade. I'm already up in some other trades. Let's take a look at what's happening on the day here. Flipping it again. Don't trade perpetual if you don't know what you're doing, please. I'm a degen, trading degen, of course. But look, in the Doge trade, I've been in this Doge trade for a long time. I entered it 42. I'm going to say, it will tell me about, I'm going to say 5 to 6 days ago, I entered this trade. And then I just closed 2 big Bitcoin trades. And I waited to get back in, and I just entered 2 trades. And I'm going to show you what I see happening in the market. But it could change at any moment in time, too. And there's some high risk here as well. All right. Right off the bat, I'm going to start you off with my 1 hour trade here. Stochastics got the bullish turn. Low, high, higher, low. I'm expecting a higher high in the set for a boom to the upside. I'm expecting this to wiggle its way on out. And a bit of a cup with a handle there. Sammy cup and handy to the upside. Might I do say so myself. So far, Bitcoin started to get a nice bump, and these trades are starting to turn here. We almost have about $1,000 on the table here in gains alone. 43%, 40%, and just getting started with 3. But I told you, I'm the king of 3% over here with 33 on the 3. Hey, he's the 33 guy. He's that guy that's always talking about the 33 on the YouTube channel. It's that guy. That Sammy Price 77 guy over here. That's the guy over here. Anyway, yeah, what if your margin hit 0? Does the trade still go on? I don't know what he's saying. Lifer deserves it. 33. God bless you. God bless everybody here on the live. So yes, this looks like a long here that's likely breaking to the upside. You know, looking for the probability. I have a shoulder, head, and right shoulder here on the 7-minute time frame. The 15-minute looks like a beautiful inverted head and shoulder, and the measured move takes us to 100,000, about 500. So 100,500. All right. Please, TEMA the raccoon on Solana. Okay, we'll take a look at TEMA is the new thing, huh? Harmony, please. Harmony has been pumping to the upside too as well. And we're going to attempt to, you know, whip into these super chats as fast as humanly possible. Let's look at what happened. Did Dodo ever get that move that I looked at so many times there? And what I like to do is have like a Bitcoin chart open and an altcoin chart, and we switch in between throughout the live, right? Dodo still in the same kind of position it was in there, just kind of getting tighter. Holding the higher low, though. Dodo. Decentralized exchange for liquidity. Very low market cap, but I believe it could do numbers over time. I don't own any, but it just looks interesting. Look, 33 right there. But and possibly 43% for Dodo. Okay, and the super chats are coming in hot and heavy here. Let's take a look at the fan funding before it gets out of control. We have the crypto raccoon. Of course, he's asking about Fred because he's a raccoon. Fred for the win. Charted Big man, bless up. God bless you, my friend. So we're going to look at Fred in a couple ways. We're going to look at Fred here. Ooh, look at this puppy pumping. AXOL on Sui. Very small market cap. Was able to figure out this had the cup and handle. Sammy, that's why they call me Sammy Cup and Handy. I know it's insane. I know we bring it up too many times. I know it's like the same, but repetitiveness is how teachers teach their students to be great. And I'm going to just repetitively teach you about the cup and handle. And at first, it just seems like you don't, but it's this repetitive nature that we continue to do that gives us the gains. And that cup and handle, that's why they call me Sammy Cup and Handle, because I use it so consistently, so disciplined, so focused over and over again. So let's take a look here at Fred. USD. Fred is on MEXC, so I like to look at it big boy style here. I've been wary to get into Fred. Every time I think of buying some Fred, I got into Fred at 13. We ran it up to 30. It was a beautiful night that night. And ever since then, Fred's been kind of dead. I thought for sure Fred would have some life by now, but no. Just the narrative hasn't taken off. The raccoon just hasn't given us and even PNUT really hasn't, there's a chance those narratives are dead. Like there's just new narratives. Like those AI agents are taking too much money out of the fold, right? And that's what another thing you got to be careful. This cycle could be the cycle of fast cycles, meaning, I think, your MATIC, your AVAX, they'll continue to pump. Your Cardanos, you'll be fine with those XRPs. But if you're getting into memes, there could be memes that pump like cats could be hot and then cats could just be not hot anymore. And it could just be something completely different. So just be careful and be open-minded and realize that, you're taking a huge gamble when you do buy a meme coin. All right. And it may not go perfectly. So I just, I think everyone thinks because the meme cycle is so great and everything that they can buy memes and nothing can happen. It starts making them feel like they're not getting into something as risky as they are, Like I held Cardano for 7 years. It held my money and now it's making the money into more money. Like it took some time, but it's doing its thing. So, and when you think about that, you're like, okay, I get it, right? Oh my gosh, I made a big boo-boo here and we lost a shell. Do you think I could replace the Lego here live on camera without breaking more Legos? Sometimes you try to repair the Lego and it makes it worse. Things just get ugly, and they get out of control, There we go. I think we're okay there, but I don't know. Honestly, that doesn't, that's not flowing the way it's supposed to be flowing right now. We're going to have to see what's going on there and do some, dope. Always messing around. Anyway, shout out to everybody here on the live. So Fred doesn't look amazing. There's your low, there's your high, there's your higher low. Fred has to get back above 0.9 to remain bullish here to the upside for Bitcoin, right? And that would be some action. We do have a bit of a shoulder, kind of have almost an inverted head and shoulder there. I just want to see Fred break back above 0.9. That's when I think it can actually start to make some type of move. It has some Adam and Eve vibes. And if the whole rally rallies up, Fred will rally back. But, so 9 is my key. Fred breaks 9, then there's, it did bottom at 5, and, but it's a slow rally. How can you look at Fred without looking at PNUT the squirrel? And now PNUT's a different story here. I jumped into PNUT somewhere down at about 136 just the other day. And now PNUT's kind of on a bit of a tear here. I looked at PNUT and PNUT had rounded the bottom. Very bullish sign for me for PNUT. And so I told my trading group, I said, I'm accumulating some PNUT here. And it told me that it likely had hit bottom. I drew a fib from that impulse wick. I could see that we went to the 618. Even on the whole thing, you can see we tapped the 618. But either way, it looked as we had made a beautiful retest of a key level. And I just was like, man, that's it. That's probably your bottom. Anything after this is probably a steal for PNUT. And so I'm up now in my PNUT buy, and we're going to see where PNUT goes. And we found PNUT on the show. I don't know if you remember when it first came out. I was one of the first people to ever talk about PNUT. That's honestly a fact. Someone must have known about it. They asked me. We went over it. And when it was like a tiny, tiny market cap just doing nothing. And lo and behold, PNUT, man, would end up becoming something pretty interesting. So shout out to anyone that jumped into PNUT at the very beginning. If you're still in it, God bless you. You are a warrior of warriors for sure. And I can only imagine. So, but God bless everybody out there on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you. PNUT looks like it's about to rip to the upside here. I like this rounded bottom. It just got across. MACD looks like it has legs. Just hit this dotted line here too. Stochastics could go for gains. And then if you're not really sure, we can always just flag out this, 4 hour. And there's kind of two scenarios here. One that we could be making a flag like this. And I'd look for that to go sideways and continue to pump here. But PNUT looks absolutely beautiful. Someone's asking about TEMA the raccoon. And we've already shown you a bunch of things that we went over like the last day or two that are pumping beautifully. Or we've gone over in the trading group like AXOL. 3.4 million market cap. TEMA. Seems like it's trying to make that new bottom with the Adam and Eve double bottom. This seems to be the pattern that just like everything seems to be respecting. So that could be your bottom technically right there, and it could start to round on out. Very high risk, of course. Would I buy it? I don't know. I got to kind of, what's the story behind it all? Find out a little bit more of what I'm getting into, but obviously the world's most famous raccoon, TEMA. Now I know that guy, isn't that the one that like the guy hangs out with and feeds and chills, Look, he hangs out. Everybody knows this guy. Anyway, hi, I'm TEMA, the world's most famous. I don't know. Maybe it moves. It's got a tiny market cap, 3.4 million. We do find things. This is how we found PNUT when it was this small. We found, what else did we find? We knew GOAT when it was pretty early. But we found CHILLGUY at a $40 million market cap or we found CHILLGUY very early. Just like this, by being here every single day, not taking a day off. See, most people take a day off. They go out tonight, they start drinking or whatever. I was here this morning. I'm here tonight. I made a bunch of money trading today. I'm going to make a bunch of money probably tonight if I stay on point. I'll wake up tomorrow. We'll continue to do this every single day. We don't play games. This is my life. My life is trading. I'm a full-time trader 7 days a week. When there's money to be made out here, I'm pushing it. Because you know what? There's bear market days where there's low volatility and it ain't happening. And so I'm going to take advantage of these days here. Where there's money to be had. TEMA. May want to write it down, may want to take a chance. It's up to you, though. I am not a financial advisor. All right. We got another person asking about TEMA. So there comes the TEMA super chats. I'm telling you, this live stream will tell you what's hot before it blows up. That's why you should come here. Not just even for my TA, but for the fact that I attract amazingness. I just do. And so when I'm here every day, the amazing coin seekers come and they teach us about the hottest coins. So nation states FOMOing into Bitcoin 100%. Nation states, pension funds, entire businesses putting in their balance sheets. It's happening, and it's happening now. LOFI meme. LOFI meme on SUI. Let's take a look at LOFI. Reminds me of Landwolf for some reason. LOFI SUI meme. Wow, it's got a $65 million market cap already. And this thing just exploded. I wish you had showed it to us here when it was just getting started inside of that bull pennant. It made that same thing Bitcoin did, that like Bitcoin bull pennant and ripping. I mean, it says it's going to come up there, then maybe then it will pull back again. But this thing is ripping, absolutely ripping since the 23rd of November. You could have made a pretty nice bit of dough here. So you got Blub, you got AXOL, you've got LOFI, and there's some other SUI memes too as well on the radar. CHILLGUY also looks like it may be getting started for its next big pump. It pumped, it came down, it pumped. It seems to have double bottomed. It's consolidating nicely, kind of cup and handling. I just like what it's doing there, and the TA is setting up, and it's on its way. $444 million market cap. It looks like it's setting up to go to 1.24, $1.24 here for CHILLGUY. That's going to be about a 196% gain there for the chillest of the guys. Okay, pull back here for Bitcoin. Ugly status. ACX is being traded on the gem list. 99,900. I still like the cross. Things are okay. Smaller time frames. 15-minute. Overbought stochastics RSI. We hit the inverted head and shoulder, but we don't really get above this previous support as resistance area at 101.2 really. So 100,200 and 100,000 are a resistance area now for Bitcoin. 15-minute looks like it's going to dump and possibly dump hard. If you look at it really closely, could be a bit of a shoulder, a head and a right shoulder here for Bitcoin. All right. Could get worse. My trades at 12 and 14. These were big boy trades that I wanted to add to. But if that comes back down to the 200 MA, there's just no need. And if that stochastic heads back lower, right? Right now, they would balance each other out, right? Basically, to an even Steven state. These trades have been doing their own thing. I'm going to let them cook the degen. Let's take a look. The 1 minute's beat, but the 1 minute just lost the 200 MA. And we know, look, with a double top, pretty bearish. You know, the 1 minute kind of gave you some bearish signals there. And that's why I tell everyone the 1 minute is not noise. The 1 minute will teach you so much about what's happening in the market. That says we could likely get a nasty drop down to the downside here for Bitcoin, right? And these trades I just entered at 99,980. So, like, this is the exact place, and I could just make a bigger or smaller. So I'm going to take them off the table just for a second here. Reassess what's happening. Pay a quick fee, but I don't mind. They're not big fees. And just see, because, you know, yeah, look, I just saved myself about 50, 60 bucks in a second, because that $100 would have dropped it further. Losing that 200 MA in the 1 minute teaches me always to be careful with the pie. All right. And these trades are slightly getting affected too. We were at 270. We're back to 230. And there could be some panic in the market here. You can see how I reacted. The bots react. Everything reacts. All right. Expect to bounce right off the bottom of the channel. All is well that ends well, right? 1 minute looks good to me. I like what I'm seeing here. What I like about Saturday night trading is it's low volume. You can get sniped easily. I am very more skeptical of Saturday night volume than I am on a regular day. I'd like to see this candle close inside of this pattern. It closed in 24 minutes and 24 seconds. 24. Interesting, right? When I saw it, really was the case. That closes okay, then we're good to go. Let's just make sure we don't lose the 21-day moving average here on the 1 hour time frame. And honestly, it almost makes it even a better buy there at that 99.18 level. Still got the trade in there. It would take us to 104. Stop loss at 98,676. And I was thinking of like 300 for 900. And then on the other trade, I was thinking of going bigger than that. But let's see how this 1 minute reacts here. Back to the 200 MA. It looks like a nice bounce. I like the low stochastic. Looks like business as usual. Back to the 5 minute 200 MA. We're just kind of going up and down inside this tight channel. 1 minute, the 15 minute stochastics just don't look amazing. They look like they could take us lower. They tell me to kind of keep an eye on them for a second here and be wary. All right. Oh no, now I really made a mistake here. I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Don't play Legos while you're doing trading. It's not like, that's not fun. People don't, that's for the Lego channel, Sammy. Yeah, that's a bearish engulfing candle on the 15-minute time frame. You can see even on the RSI, if you look at the RSI closely, a lot of times it gives it away. You see a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder there. Looks like it wants to break us down. I may even take the DGen trade down. The DOGE trade I've had for so long, I want to push through no matter what. But, a dump is a dump. But that would be a nice 700 to add to the till for the day, too. And we just continue to take names and kick butt and put money in the piggy bank, baby. And look, I bailed on those trades. They would have been down maybe 50, 60 bucks a piece now, and I'd be down 100 bucks for no reason. When I could clearly see the stochastics RSI were not in my favor. Shoulder, head, bit of a right shoulder here. Let's see if we can avoid the pain, stay inside the pattern. If we avoid the pain, we know we're so bullish. And this could just be making a better entry for us at these levels. I take advantage. If you can't buy the red candles, then what can you buy, right? I mean, let's be honest. You're buying the green ones? I don't know about you, but I can't be buying green candles to make a living. Every once in a while it works, but it's not something I want to be doing regularly. Okay? So cool, man. I'm obsessed with these little, actually pretty big, these Legos thingies. Anyway, so, if you're bullish, what will happen here too is the 15-minute will just, it'll attempt to come down on the stochastics, but you just won't be able to break, you'll do something like this and you'll notice that you just can't seem to break this beautiful trend line that we got cooking. When the 200 turns like that, see how the 200 is the banana curve? That tells me there could be a really big bullish move to the upside. And on the bigger idea here for Bitcoin, I see this parabola forming, which I've shown to my students, and I have it on the chart. Bad habit, bad rabbit is what she's saying. I don't know about that. That's a little crazy. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. And so we've got a pretty bearish looking 15, but we're kind of fighting off the bears here. And the 200 MA on the 5-minute is holding us down. But if any moment, so the 5-minute candle just closed above the 200, showing, but that is a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder if I've ever seen one, right? I mean, there's some bearish stuff going on here. Doesn't make me want to jump in right away and say, let's go. It makes me kind of makes me want to watch this a little bit here. If this does dump to the downside, there's your measured move. And, you're somewhere back to 99,260. Funny, the battle at 100K continues for Bitcoin. The battle for 100K seems to be the case. And yeah, I think I was right to bail, man. See, this has got to hold the 200 MA on this 5, or we could see some trouble. The bigger time frames tell me to grow some guts and get in. Let's see. But you have to remember, weekend trading is treacherous, so you want a little more confirmation. See, if I need less confirmation on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I need a little more confirmation on the weekend when I get in. It's just, you don't want to just be blindly jumping in here. Entries are so key. I work so hard on my entries. Okay. So there we go. Nice bounce there. Looking pretty good. Could be the bottom of the channel for the next big move here to the upside. I got a deep stop loss. It all looks pretty good. I'm going to build the trade. I think I'll probably end up tripling this trade, but right now it's like 250 for 9. So we're all set. We're back in here to see what happens. And it's starting to rip back for the bottom of the channel, back to 9.9. I like that. And I got my coin in where I put my bigger trade. The bigger trade that you could just hide and keep there. No stress, too. These are back kind of up and running. Now, why I like the bigger trade, what I'm looking at here is like the 8-hour, the 4-hour time frame. And I see the stochastics pushing to the upside. That's a very bullish sign. But the 4-hour wants to get a big rip here to the upside. We're looking green. Now the 4 hours in some indecision. We actually closed a red candle. We have 2 hours for this next candle here, but this is the next trade I'm looking at. And now this stop loss is at about 97,411. And this one could take us to 110,000. I usually probably sell 105, 106, somewhere in that area, but if I was ever able to hold on, the target would be, you know, that $110,000 level. I like what I'm seeing with the rounded. I just like where the stochastics are sitting. There's some things that I like on the smaller time frames that are making sense. We got that wick back to the upside. I want to make sure this 15-minute, though, could still come down on us. So I'm not going to go full ape right now. I'm going to wait. Because think about it. Even if it rips and I miss a big pump here, it'll likely come somewhere in here and I can open that 4 hour. Or it's going to do something like this. Or it dumps, it comes in. But this is the range I want to put that 4 hour trade in. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to be in the range because my target's way down here. My stop is way down here. I just need to kind of get myself in. I don't need to be perfect. Now, some days I try to be absolutely perfect on the 4 hour. Just so you don't have to even see any red. But look, that inverted was about to break out. We didn't get the follow through. Weekend trading. A lot of patterns do not play out on the weekend. It is what it is. There was that bullish divvy that did get us the bounce on the 1 minute time frame. Let's take a look how that is holding out right now. So there was the bullish div in the 1 minute. We got the bounce, tried to come right back, but we didn't crack that low. We got pretty dang close. And now look, there's my signal. We cracked the 200 MA on the 1 minute time frame. We pumped to the upside, right? You crack that 200 and we're gone, baby, gone. 15-minute keeps showing signs of life, but it's just getting the bearish cross up there. Tells me to be careful there of that 15-minute time frame. So I'm not buying it just yet. I want a perfect entry. I want to enter and watch us all soar. I want to just continue to pump the second I get in. All right? Give me some love. Okay. And I'm just going to flip it back to my favorites. All right. So flipping to a green candle, possibly two, would be nice here on the 15. And honestly, I got faith that we're going to pump to the upside here for Bitcoin because that turning 200 MA, tight moving averages, I like what we're seeing here for Bitcoin. So I'm going to start building my bigger trade where it's about $5,000 worth of BTC. All right. And I build around these key areas. I'm willing to risk 1,000. If I lose, I'll lose $1,000. So far, I've been waiting on that account is up, right? So as long as it keeps building, I'm willing to risk. You know, if it was negative, it would be sad, but it keeps building. So I'm willing to risk a piece of what we've made. We take a look at BOOKMAP. Link in the description to BOOKMAP shows us where all the liquidity is lying, where stop losses are hiding, where people are getting in or out. You can see there's a lot of liquidity down here where there could be a lot of stop losses that get eaten. A lot of longs could get rocked all the way down to 95,300, right? So it tells us that we're more likely to go down to 95 than anywhere else. And this tells us we're more likely to go up than anything else if we go further. But the idea is there's more liquidity below us than above us, which tells us to be a little careful here. All right. And so I'm weary on it. Look, down $3.33. I see the 333 everywhere. I go all the time. And you say you make it up, but the numbers, look, and now it just sits there. Once I focus on it, it seems to just sit there too, which is kind of weird because like everything else is moving around. This Doge trade ripping 39% up, $500. Imagine an extra $500 in your pocket from a $1,200 trade. I'm using $1,200 to make $500. I put this trade out in the trading group. If that excites you, you're a new person, you don't know how to trade, you want to get excited, you got to be around someone who's consistent if you're going to learn. You got to find a strategy that works for a lot of different people around the world, which mine does. And you got to want it bad enough to make it happen. So jump on in, join the trading group. All right. Go to cryptolifer.com to make it happen. We have a pinned comment up here that you can find. We make it really simple and easy to find me. and to unlock financial freedom. Get an education and find that financial freedom through that education. And join us today here at CryptoLifer.com. All right. You'll absolutely love it. You'll have a blast. It'll blow your mind. All right. Moving forward, can we bounce off the bottom of this trend line or do we dump down? That's the question. Does the head and shoulder get defied? Do we continue to pump? And I'm more bullish than bearish, as you could probably see. So you tell me over there, huh? Is this kid bullish or is he bearish? What's going on with this guy, huh? Watching this Lego genius, there's so many cool people on YouTube that inspire me to just, you know, push more and make more, design more, create more. Yeah, I mean, it's the 15-minute could wreck us here tonight. It could. I'm playing Russian roulette on the 15. It's making me weary. These pretzels are making me thirsty over here. Only time will tell. Risk what you're willing to lose. Be ready to take a hit if you can hit, and know that, hey, if I lose that, will my portfolio be okay? Yes. So you got to be like, all right, I could lose this trade all the way, and I'd be able to just pick back up and keep trading. Yep. I ask myself that after every trade I make. Am I able to pick back up from that loss and keep it moving? If the answer is yes, then there's no problems at all. And the answer is yes to these trades, right? So I'm not overexposed. I'm okay. These trades are usually in the 18,000 to 20,000, 50,000. Only using 3,400 right here, you know. So far, so good. And look, back above 100K, anything can happen here. Big pumps. I might, you know, once we get back above this 100, 500 area and we retest, I'd like to add to the trade for that move up to 110. All right. And that is the idea, at least, right? Shout out to the channel sponsor, I Trust Capital. Buy and sell cryptocurrency, gold and silver with your IRA. They got Sushi Pepe, Dog with Hat Bonk, and of course, the Bitty Bitty Bitcoins. You can sign up today and start buying Bitcoin for your retirement. Tax-free inside until you're ready to take it out, and depending on how you want to set it up, of course, with your accountant or financial advisor. But find out more. Hit the QR code in the far corner over there, or go down into the description below and find out more about I Trust Capital. They're a great company to work with. I would only work with the best. You gotta love them. They've been around. They're holding it down. They go through the bears and the bulls and provide great service. I Trust Capital. Shout out to Decrypted.tax, the best place to do your DeFi, crypto, or any type of taxes, really. Experts in crypto and DeFi tax preparation. Talk with a tax professional today. The guy owns a Bored Ape. The guy who runs it, he knows what he's doing. He's an innovative man. Ernest, he knows his stuff, man. Go to Decrypted.tax. And, I would sign up for a free consultation today before everyone in the sky is trying to do it, because soon there's more people in crypto, more people going to make money, and there's going to be more competition for the CPA in their time. So the faster you get on this, the better off you'll be. Get your taxes done right away. You can start preparing them now. I mean, you have 3, you get them done. I get my taxes done very early every year. I've been doing it for a long time. And, you stay on it. You stay responsible. You get it done. It's super important. All right. Stay blessed. Stay amazing. I love you all. But these are my great channel sponsors, I Trust Capital and Decrypted.tax. Really appreciate them. Okay, so we're kind of struggling here again. Back to this moot point here. The USD pair isn't as bad as the other pair. All right. Let's get into your altcoin ideas here and setups. But this is just a second from a dupe. A doo-doo-doo. Right? But maybe the bears just don't have the volume here to compete. But neither do the bulls. We're somewhat sideways. So PNUT looks like it's about to make a cup and handy. A cup and handy. A cup and handle. A cup and handy to the upside here, and then just absolutely take the game. Not but while I was willing to lose in PNUT, about $3,000. It's not that big of a trade for me, and it's a spot trade. I'm not levying it. I'm wondering why. I'm like, why don't I just lev it then? But I like to trade a lot of spot. I feel more comfortable trading spot. I do spot. That's just how I am, and I like to hold it. I want to see how it goes throughout this entire bull run, or where it could go. So. I talked about CEEK booming to the upside. I gave the trade in the trading group right here inside of this beautiful triangle. It did break out. No stop loss got hit in the making of the trade. CEEK continued to pump. I see CEEK headed to the target at 068, and it's in a bit of a flag here that could continue it further to the upside. We could call it, let's be friends and call it 69. It's going likely to 69 here on CEEK. Touch of the 21, low stochastics. I wouldn't be surprised, maybe a little more squiggly lines, and this thing continues to the upside. Gaming, baby, right? So we will see, but I like what I'm seeing for CEEK. No pun intended. Let's look at the nearest coin in the list. NEAR. No pun intended. So I could see NEAR breaking out there at that 688 region. We started getting it a NEAR down here at $5 at 530 heavily. I knew, I was into NEAR at $1, sold it at 7 in the last run, got back in down here, and decided, when am I going to get back in? I like this coin. And seeing NEAR at 773 is just a beautiful sight. And now it's starting to flag out too, and you're seeing a lot of these bullish flags here as Bitcoin goes sideways. And as long as Bitcoin can not nuke us tonight and kind of hang out, go sideways into the upside, which it looks like it's been doing, we're going to continue. And I have an even bigger target there to take us to 946. SWE is moving. Is DeepBook gonna make me the money, or is it gonna play me? DeepBook, not enough volume, not enough people. Are we gonna get this big move? Look at this giant double bottom for DeepBook. It's up 70% in the last just 2 days, 3 days, doing damage. I see it continuing all the way to that 13-cent region. DeepBook protocol. Now, the idea is SWE is hot, and everyone wanted to get into SWE, and the price is cool, but how do we capitalize on the SWE ecosystem? We find out the decentralized exchanges, we look around, we begin to build and find out what's happening, and we can find, man, there's a lot of opportunity here in this deep protocol, and it's above some key levels. It has a giant double bottom. The measured move of this double bottom, as I just showed you, is here. You go from there to there. I mean, it says we could get somewhere to 13, even up to 14 cents for DeepBook protocol. Right now we're at 8 cents. We started accumulating down here at 5. We knew about it when it first came out at 2 cents too. It's technically holding in 4x right now from the lows, and it came out just mid-October. So this thing has been hot. One of the newer coins in the game. I want to talk about, BRC20 for a second here tonight. And so in about 5 to 10 minutes after I finish some super chats, I'm going to break down kind of what that is, what the ecosystems are, and kind of what I would capitalize on if I was interested in that ecosystem. Shout out to the 777s. How about MATIC time frame on the dollar? Let's take a look at it. Shout out to Mike with the 777s. God bless you, Mike. We appreciate that. Pepe Pump of the 25th December. GameStop style. That's what I heard. You're funny. Hey, you never know. From a little birdie, huh? Okay, either a banger or a flopper. It's called Croak. It's on Linnea Network. At TEMA on Sol, we looked at that already. Thank you. So, Super Chats, Telcoin, SWFTC, and XCN, DGen, Slapcat, Gummy, PYTH, JASMY, and XLM. All right. Hope you're not bringing coin. I hope you're not bringing Super Chats from the beginning, from last show. I don't. Because to me, it's kind of irrelevant at this point, but who knows? So shoulder, head, and right shoulder. You're probably not. I don't know why I said that. But look at that. Inverted head and shoulder here, getting tight. Telcoin. I don't really trust it, though. It's been ripping for a while. Let's take a look. So mixed signals, right? I mean, because you've got what looks to me like a head and shoulder pattern. And Bitcoin's indecisive too, playing games, giving you that kind of sideways wonder. What's going to happen here, right? I mean, it breaks out, it goes, and everything's been hot right now, you would assume. But at one point, we're not going to continue to pump, right? Something's not going to continue. Look at your daily time frame. Your daily's actually looking pretty good because you're sideways and the 21's coming close to price with the stochastics resetting. So despite it looking somewhat bearish here, to me, it looks bullish. Like, so let's see what it does in the next 8 hours. Get you 2 or 3 green candles to the right, then we're going to be in pretty good shape. I'd remain bullish as long as it doesn't lose this key level that it fought so hard to hold. 6.4 and maybe even drop down to 5.6. Looks interesting to me. Telcoin. It is getting to the, more extended areas, though. So we talked about this SWFTC coin, and I said it looks just like DGen. And I said, put an alert right there. It's probably going to do what DGen did and then bounce off that, 618 level, right? So far, this is looking very similar and doing what we said it would do. From the super chat, I think I got, it's like Saturday night, so I think I got it Thursday or Wednesday. I just have this insane clarity recently during the stream. I can't explain it. And I don't know if it's each and every one of you or all the people here. I can't explain it, but God bless you all. It's weird too. I'm seeing like weird movements in the chat and the chart, but it's all right. I just don't want to lose. If this gets down to like 100 or 2, I had such a good day of trading. I don't want to give it back. So I'm being very careful of these big boys, trading defensively as much as possible here. Looks like we may get wrecked in this 15-minute. Let's take a look at XCN and DGen. But I see this headed all the way up to 179, basically 018, which would be a beautiful move from where we're sitting. Some nice gains of about 86%. You can't beat that. That's beautiful. I mean, you can beat that, but you know what I'm saying. Let's take a look at XCN Onyx coin here on MEXC. I mean, XCN's in a beautiful little flag here, don't you think? With the 21 coming close to price action, I see this thing doing some damage maybe tonight. I would have this on the radar here for a possible pump. I'm looking at the 10-hour time frame, the 8-hour time frame. The daily's a little far for the 21 though, so that tells me the 4 hours hugging. It's getting very tight. The daily tells me to be careful, which means it could dump. But I like what I'm seeing here for XCN. And most altcoins are kind of in their time right now to pump. So if it's going to pump, this would be it. If it's going to make headway, would be the move, right? I'd have to remain more bullish than bearish unless it breaks below 0.026370. And I could see this thing pumping. I would lean towards a pump coming here. And again, I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. Maybe who knows? Maybe it sits flat. Maybe nothing. Who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. But based on my years of doing this and looking at the data, the high volume node, you got some strong support and you've been going sideways. And the stochastics are low. Usually tells me we're going to get some type of move to the upside here for Onyx coin, XCN Onyx coin. A little higher risk. I may not post it to the trading group. It's up to you to take it or not, right? If you have the education, then you tackle it. If not, you're not sure what to do. DGen got the pump we were looking for off the 618, right? And it finally broke out. I kept saying, accumulate in these areas, DGen will break out. And DGen did. Now, DGen will likely come back down to the 21. Something like this, and then hopefully get a really nice big move through these fibs back to the 382 and higher. I got faith this is an Adam and Eve double bottom. A bit of a cup and handle here. A little bit of a pullback coming. Possibly, maybe it even degens, but possibly a little bit of a pullback coming here on that 4 hour, on that 1 hour. But we just took it pretty much to the top of the afternoon. Shout out to all my DGen holders. And it feels good to be a part of the DGen family. Might as well just go, be real with myself. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. We're looking for DGen to make a beautiful sideways bull pennant here. Maybe about 6 to 8 hours and then get ready for its next big leg up to 2.7. This would be the most ideal, ideal thing for the bulls in the DGen trade right now. Wow, chill guy, I gave you so many setups right now. I could just go home and call it a day, couldn't I? Like, what more do you need? The granddaddy of crypto. Soon I'll have the white beard. I'll be the grandpa of crypto. Not yet though. There's way older guys. They can have that role. Slap Cat, which was called Slap, right? Cat Slap. Oh, you wrote Slap Cat. I don't know if that's what it is. I mean, we looked at Cat Slap when it was there. Came down, continued to pump. This thing looks like it's going to continue to do some damage. And it's funny, if you look at the chart, it looks a lot like PEAQ, right? It had the cup with the bigger handle that was more of like So just go by the TA. It suggests that it is going to get a bit of a big move here to the upside. Cat slap. And I didn't ape in when you guys told me to. Somewhere back there, I think we first looked at it, or maybe even in here. And we looked at it on and off. There's 130% gains coming right there. It looks beautiful out of slap for wrapped ETH. Someone asked about Gummy. Really? Is it back from the dead? Gummy on Soul, market cap 72 million still. I mean, look how ruggy it was, man. Insiders sold the whole thing off, I think. Who knows, though? We don't know. That's not true. We don't know what happened. I don't want to say anything because we don't know, right? But it's, you know, it's starting to get its move back up, but, you know, $7 million market cap. I don't know. You know the story. We don't even have to talk about it. Let's move on. Let's take a look at PYTH, like Pythagoras, right? That's what PYTH is all about. Pythagorean theorem. PYTH, baby, PYTH. And here we are looking at the PYTH network on MEXC. What I'm going to do is go to the daily for you here, and I'm going to show you this giant cup and handle that I have formed here for PYTH. We may not even get that lucky to get it down that low, honestly. Like, there's a chance that it just continues to go somewhat more sideways and lateral before it pumps to the upside here. I like what I'm seeing. It's beautiful. I'm in this coin, and it looks like it's going to pull some type of PYTH, like, you know, like a PEAQ. Like a PEAQ just made that nice little flag, and then it was gone. So I would watch this closely, and it's only a matter of time till it becomes unobtainably, you know, like the price will be so high you wish you got more at the lows. JASMY's another one of those coins, a sleeper coin. Got a good group of us there that hold JASMY. So it got pumped huge. Really, really big, right? It went all the way to 5, almost 6 cents, which is an awesome move for JASMY. But now here comes, like, you know, the music. Here comes the pullback. Now a gap pretty far away from the 21. The further away, the more it's going to have to come and close that gap. To me, it says that we're likely going to see it somewhere there at about 4.842, and then maybe then that's when this thing can, like, kind of start to recover with the others too as well. So JASMY, just a bit of a pullback, added a major pump. I mean, 1, 2, 3, it just pumped for days on end without any pullback at all. It's, you know, and what goes up must come back sometimes in trading. Let's take a look at Stellar Lumens here on MEXC. Kind of really relying on how basically Bitcoin was going to behave. Because Stellar really, you know, it follows Bitcoin pretty closely, being a big blue chip. I mean, most coins do too, but some other coins may just, you know, again, when we had the dip, Stellar didn't do much. But you also want to watch how XRP is behaving with Stellar, because they go hand in hand. You're looking to see this make this Adam and Eve double bottom here. Something of this nature could be your perfect buy zone right there. I personally hold Stellar. I bought it with my stimulus check, and it's in the green. So we'll see what happens. I've always been a fan of Stellar. It runs smooth, never has an issue. Seems to be good, you know. I use it. I like it. It works. Less expensive than Ethereum, which is great. I mean, let's be honest. So, yeah, it could be revolutionizing the space in many ways. Stellar Lumens, right? And a possible Adam and Eve double bottom there that could do damage, but also a bit of an M here that could, you know, we're at this place where, like, Bitcoin could nuke us or boom us up, you know, and we're kind of at a standstill sideways price action here. Okay. Now we got Root Network. I really liked Root when it first came out. Something about Root told me it was going to be bigger than I even thought it could be. Got sold down. I believe I bailed at one point because I buy so many coins that I bought one coin. I was like, let's see how it goes. Started ripping. I was up nicely because I put like a big chunk in there. And then when it started to come down here, I was like, man, it doesn't, I don't know. And ever since then, I haven't really looked at it. Took a nasty dump, or, you know, wow. And now you're looking for the cup and handle. But what I like about it is it's above the 200 on the daily. Anytime something's above the 200 on the daily and there's the front run of the golden cross, There's just a huge probability you're going to win this trade to the upside. It is going to rip sideways here, get a bounce and pump to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here. This is amazing for Root. And these are the coins that I'm looking for. These are the setups that I salivate for. These are the days of our lives, because once I'm above the 200 MA and I start seeing the flag, so like this is something that I would encourage if I was a beginner trader that didn't know anything or didn't have any money, I'd be looking for setups like this to DCA into. And I'd say, okay, I'm going to try to get 2 to 3 grand in here. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. You do whatever makes you happy. Me personally, I would try to get, back in the day, if I was 18, 19, I'd try to get myself a couple racks. And I'd be like, all right, this has maybe 6 to 7 days to 2 weeks before this thing starts to rip. I got myself, maybe if I'm lucky, I have 5 to 6 days to, and again, it's super high risk. That's the thing. It could go to zero. And that's why the cryptocurrency game is hard. The beginners that have no money have to try to find multiples with smaller, the big boys. We could put money in the safer coins. Just 5x them, 10x them, and continue to kind of add to the worth. It's kind of crazy, right? But again, you could become a big boy too by working hard every single day and changing the way your entire environment is built, and through gratitude, constant affirmations, and really believing that you shape your reality. You're in control more than anyone will tell you. You are in control of your reality at a mass rate, at a big scale. You really are. All right. So Root Network is hot. I would definitely add an alert to Root. I don't know if it's ready just yet, unless it's an aggressive entry that you don't really, you don't care, you believe in. But yeah, Root, if we want to be, perfect the entry down to maybe the best possible place to snatch, yeah, we want to do some due diligence there for Root. Flagging above the daily 200 MA. I mean, that's the sauce that you're looking for. I know no one sees it as clear as I do, and it takes some time, but it's there. Thank you so much for that super chat. May God bless you. You're an amazing person. Let's take a look at Croak. Somebody said here, Croak. And I think you said it was on a different chain than, we got Croak on Wrapped Ether 3 million, but I thought it was a different one. I mean, this one's brand new, no lock liquidity. I have no idea. It could be, who knows? Yeah. Someone said Croak on some chain. I can't remember. Like, check out BWED. What do you think? BWED. I don't know. I mean, it got pumped in. I don't know, man. Who knows? Okay. I think Suey Crap's top 15 this cycle. Probably, most likely, yeah. It looks like it could do some damage. Let's take a look at Wanted MATIC here for the beautiful viewers on this live stream who give so much, who give tirelessly to the super chats. You people are absolutely amazing. May God bless you all. Thank you so much for jumping on in and being a part of the live. Let's take a look at Harmony One here on MEXC. I mean, that thing is booming, right? But at the same time, when you really look at it, it's extended. But wow, who would have thought Harmony One was just going to, out of nowhere, just do a 2x? An old coin that nobody cared about, nobody talked about, nobody even thought about. No guy, no campaign, didn't really talk about it on Twitter, and just all of a sudden, it was just going to... Amazing, right? So it is still in a bit of a flag here. And it double bottomed and broke off this key level. You just set some supportive resistance that you'd want to be like, can we hold that when we get back to... I know we have to get back to the 21, but can we please hold that level? So it looks like we could be uptrending or sideways trending. We don't know for sure. And it almost says like there's more coming here out of nowhere. Just wait for that 21 to touch, and this thing could get pretty crazy. And this is where I set my alerts so I could be ahead of the game before everybody else. Get the setup, know the setup, and take charge. It's every single day. It's not a day off. You get kind of stuck inside your subconscious mind. It becomes a habitual moment and space and time that you could do it. Like, I could live stream upside down at this point, right? We could get it done no matter what. Let's take a look at MATIC here. And these alerts are crucial. And now I have them too. So I right click the bar, add an alert, make sure I have that alert. So now it's in my alert section. Basically like setting up a list for you so you're all set. Let's take a look at MATIC here. MATIC, USDT. We look at Binance US, Coinbase. Look at the Coinbase chart. It's been around a long time. So I saw MATIC in this kind of ascending cup and handle that could possibly break out. Daily is a little too high for us, but not the worst. In the 8-hour time frame, my beautiful kind of secret time frame, like the one that many people don't pay attention to, look at somewhat interesting here for a move to the upside. So I still like what I'm seeing. It's not my favorite pennant, I'll tell you that. But again, it has some PEAQ vibes like PEAQ. And, you know, it does have to make a move. Now, if Bitcoin nukes, it all dumps down pretty nice. But if Bitcoin stays sideways, we hold this 21. And we see MATIC pumping all the way up here, probably to 90. 88 looks like it's definitely happening here for MATIC. All right. But again, I said 88 looks like it's definitely, we don't know. I mean, anything could happen, right? I go by the odds of the chart. So the charts look okay, but also at the same time, I mean, a bit of a head and shoulder, a bit of a low, lower high. You got to make sure you break through that high. Like, it's very important we see Bitcoin at least, at the very least, close a candle above that wick there at 72. Because that will kind of, you know, solidify that it's breaking those highs, come back for a retest, and really bounce for a bigger move there. CPOOL and CWeb, just want to put them on your radar. They're low cap gems that could really possibly change somebody's life. We talked about it down here at 26 cents. It already ripped up all the way to 40. CPOOL. And draw this and kind of watch this. This could be the next possible opportunity here for CPOOL. And maybe a slight pullback to the bottom of the channel. That would be absolutely like lovely. That's what we want. And then can we continue to pump here to 63? You know, from 40. So I like what I'm seeing here. This looks really nice. CPOOL on my radar, 21 touches, and we could just be on the move here. So what I do is I attempt to front run it ever so slightly, add the alert, and I tell my students, put alerts on CPOOL, and you know, that's just a hand, that's a freebie right there. That's likely looks pretty good to me. You gotta learn how to use alerts. If you're not using alerts, I don't know how you're gonna make it. It's not gonna be easy without alerts out here in the game. Alerts are gonna keep you alert. You can't remember everything in your head. You go over tons of setups. There's gonna be something new you're buying while you're doing this, while you're doing that. You know, I could barely remember all my trades, you know. So shout out to the 1,864 beautiful people that still come despite the live, you know, on the live, and despite the time difference and all that. You still show up. You people are awesome. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. $191 in chat revenue too. You people are unbelievable. You give more when the stream's even bigger, which is crazy, right? It shows. So we looked at one in MATIC, Alien Base. Let's take a look at Alien Base. And I think it was like ALM, right? No, that's Alum Finance. We'll take a look. Alien Base, yeah. Caspi's hot right now. I'm telling you, that's the one for me. We went over Sensei yesterday or early this morning. PEAQ's been hot. We can see what's hot. DAP Radar on the radar too. It's interesting. Radar is a coin I've been watching. Oh yeah, we recently searched those, of course. See what I was recently looking at. So funny. Alpha, run in. Alien Base, ALB. I was right. Yeah, I knew it was AL. Yeah, ALB. Someone says, look like we got a breakout this morning. Let's look at ALB. Back to 100K, baby. I like seeing 100 grand. It just makes me all warm and fuzzy inside, you know? Gives me that special something. ALB. USDT. I don't see it on the regular exchanges here. BWED looks like it's making the Adam and Eve double bottom, though. Bread, BWED, I don't know. Let's take a look here at ALB, Alien Base. Alien Base token. Not even a $51 million market cap. Wow, things have been gone. Ripped up, and now it's like doing the same thing Bitcoin's doing. Like, are you going to rip out? What are you doing, Bitcoin? I eventually just going to make this bigger pattern that's at play. Anything could rug, anything could happen. No, I don't see locked liquidity, which is always sketchy to me. Alien based, but it is a DEX. So you think it could pump because it's going to bring in fees. People are going to use it. It has utility. DEXs tend to do well. Alien base. And I got to check out the website. I want to see what it looks like for sure. What is this alien base all about you speak of? Bringing alien tech to humans. Trade, earn, and get rewarded for holding ALB. Look at 777 million in volume. Isn't that weird? You don't think that's strange? We look at the coin. It's got 777s and 24. You think that was a setup, right? Like they had it all set up. So when I went to look at it, it was at 777s. I mean, I find it weird that the 777s follow me around all the time. Join our journey to the stars. Trade now. Holding ALB. So you can swap. It's got a dashboard. They got some FOMs. You could just stake your ALB, it looks like, for 17%, just doing nothing. That ain't bad at all. You could do ALB for ETH. And I used to do all these things. Make the LP tokens liquidity. Omikami coin website again. Ryoshi made Shiba Inu. Thank you. Appreciate you, brother. Omikami. Let's take a look at Omikami here. The amateur Su Amaterasu. So $26 million market cap. In the falling wedge, he's saying that it was made by the same dude that made Shiba Inu. Yeah. Omikami. So maybe this thing has numbers. You never know. The most secure dollar on the Ethereum blockchain, Omikami is a foundational currency that allows investors to hold hundreds of thousands or even millions of it in their wallets. Of course, that's so funny, man. It's like kind of like, really? Swap for Omikami. I don't know, maybe. Looks okay. I'm not too sold on it. It's been kind of slowly going down. I'd like to see it break back above that key level at 4 cents first, and 4 2/10 really. Let's look at Lil AI, Lilai, Lily AI or Lil AI. Lil AI, $3.6 million market cap. This could do numbers. Arbitrum too. Arbitrum's been hot. Definitely something to pay attention to. Aptos, Arbitrum, Optimism, all kind of starting to do some numbers here. No lock liquidity here though. So is it a ruggy? You know what I mean? So just be careful. The name looks interesting. I like what it's doing, but this thing could be, I don't know. Could be a false pump on rug. You know, we're not done. We're not exit liquidity. They think they could just throw it on the stream. We're all going to jump in like a bunch of... The lifers are too smart, man. Eventually, that's why a lot of people, they go to other streams to do that stuff. They can't do it here. And maybe that coin's amazing. I don't know. It didn't look too amazing to me. I could be wrong. I'm not always right. But my instincts are pretty good. So look, I mean, we barely retested this line as far as I'm concerned. We could open it and say, okay, we're still inside here. But I always feel funny whenever I do that. I kind of cheat the space there. But you could say, okay, shoulder, head, right shoulder, possible bounce back to the upside. Bitcoin at 100,060, back above 100K. And we're going to go to bed tonight with that, like, what is it going to do, you know? So, Litecoin's likely to follow Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's looking pretty good. So I'm looking for Litecoin to bounce out of this falling wedge back to the top of the channel. Tomorrow morning, I'm looking to see Litecoin somewhere in here and ready to make its next big move. I wouldn't be surprised if Litecoin just dominates. So watch out for Litecoin. All right. Let's take a look at Grass and plus fives. USDT. So yeah, last time I looked at grass, looked like it was going to bounce here. Could be a really good aggressive entry right there at about 285, 290 area. Then it bounces, gets tight, and then we can see a nice move for grass up to about $6. So grass is definitely on the radar, something that we could definitely pay attention to. Grass could do some numbers. All right. Let's take a look at PEAQ and see how PEAQ's been doing. PEAQ has just probably been ripping. PEAQ back all the way to 67. Unbelievable. PEAQ basically the highest it's been all day. And just keep flagging it out on the 1 hour time frame till it hits the target over here. But I wouldn't be surprised if PEAQ could continue. Let me tell you something, kid, huh? Next time you go over there, I'm going to take your uncle. Your uncle's phone. Your uncle could see out the window. He saw what you were doing over there, huh? Yeah, I wasn't there, but your uncle saw. See, there's always somebody in the neighborhood, huh? You think you get away with it, huh? Tom Crown will be happy with the Litecoin move. Oh, yeah. XRP big day tomorrow. What are we looking at? Why is it a big day tomorrow for XRP? Pumpkin on Sui, ETH, and Hex. Let's take a look at the baby in the room. No. But Ethereum's having its day in the sun. And Ethereum's about to move with Bitcoin. Honestly, it's like everything's about to either get rugged by BTC or this a strange, funny little flag is going to pump to the upside tonight. And we are going to be in some massive gains. And we're going to kind of stop playing with 100K. Right now, they're playing with 100K, making people think, oh, we lose 100K. Do we go to 94? You know, once we like get back to 104, 105, then dip back to 102, 103, and then it kind of says that, you know what, we're not going down there again. It's not likely going to happen. That's not what we're looking for. Thoughts on Ether? It's a D-pin with NVIDIA Tech. I like it. I don't like the unlocks and the amount of tokens it has, but I have it in my portfolio. So I do own it, and I think it could do numbers. I like Ether. Yeah, I do. I have it in my portfolio. It's been doing well. Finally. It's got a big supply. A lot, you know. But we'll see. So Ethereum looks like it's going to continue to pump here to the target at about 42.85. That's its next move. And then from there, we can reconvene. MERY on Chronos. MERY. Let's take a look at that. MERY here on Chronos. And we're just kind of swinging on the trees here with these super chats. And this is Mystery MERY on Chronos. Had a nice little pump. It's starting to make this SEBI cup in handy, right? And this is where you would set your parameters. And look, you can see the Adam and Eve here that I always talk about. One. It's just insane how this stuff is playing out. Like, so it was always doing this, but I probably just didn't see it so clearly. I used to see the cup and handles, and I just started kind of playing with the Adam and Eve maybe 3-4 years ago. Hardcore, I knew of it, but not as much as I knew it now. Like, once you really know it, start finding it all the time, using it every day, looking at so many different coins. This might come a little lower. I'm not saying it has to. It would be nice if it made that market structure, but it could also go to the up. It could also go up, and that could be the lowest you ever see it before it decides to absolutely rip and make some gains here, all the way to possibly 1347. All right. Hey Sam, can you take a look at Turbo? It's been listed on Coin. It's being listed on Coinbase and was officially announced. That's what I heard. Which you think would pump every time they get on a big exchange. These coins do some numbers. Let's take a look at Turbo. And it might be too late. I don't know. Is it already starting to rip? It's starting its move. We saw. Remember, show me the charts and I'll show you the news. We've been talking about this high or low for a while and this cup and handle for a long time here for Turbo. So, I'm tend not to you jump, I say how high kind of guy. I say how high do I jump when I would like to jump. Looks like it may even come back down to the bottom of the pattern here before it decides to continue to rippy to the upside. But it does look good to me. I like it. I've never really, seen this coin not eventually get a bit of a pump. It started by a guy that really didn't think it was going to be as big as it is, and it did. So kudos to him. Like it was an organic, definitely an organic, the coin was born organically. It was really beautiful. And so, you can't, it's just, I don't know. It's almost one of the purest coins in the game right there at a $755 million market cap. And we knew about it down here. We've been looking at it for a long time. It's on a steady trajectory to the upside here, Turbo. Can you check out Stater? I think it'll do 100x. I know Stater. I might even have a little bit of money in Stater. Bitcoin getting the pump to the upside now. Let's take a look here. 100,003. And so now these trades should be flipping All, yeah, now we're flipping green and everything's looking nice. And these are good. These could pay off bigly. They could pay off bigly, as someone used to say. They could pay off very big. It's going to be big. It's going to be absolutely big. It's going to be great. It's going to be one of the greatest trades I've ever seen. No trade will be greater than this trade. It's going to be absolutely wonderful. Absolutely great. Never been something better. Never been something greater. It's going to be huge. It's going to be absolutely huge. It's going to be big. It's going to be so big, you're not going to believe it. It's going to be big league. I'm going to like it. Going to take it all the way. Huge. So big. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. So look, I mean, this thing could continue to moon. Stop loss at that 97,411 area. It's like seeing Bitcoin continue to hold these key levels is interesting to me and gets me going. All right. I like to see it come down a little bit, play a little fish here as we build the position, and the next position will be a limit in on the lower side. Shout out to Barefoot Sailing Adventures. God bless you. No, you're the man. May you have a wonderful day. God bless you and yours, my friend. Thank you for being here and always being a part of the amazing stream. Amazing. Peanut moving, Peanut flying. Let's take a look at Peanut. And there you go. A nice little move there for Peanut from 144 to 157. I mean, oof. And honestly, when I really look at Peanut here and I said, wait for this, what? Look at this, though. And again, if you didn't get into Peanut when I did, I wouldn't rush into Peanut. You'll rush it now and then it will dump. Just be very careful with your emotions. This market's going to teach you how to become a mature and patient person, man or woman. It's going to help you in your travels through this universe, in this life that you've taken to the upside. So rising waves, this thing could just start going parabolic, like boom. We could see the bigger move here for Peanut faster than I realized because it's just Peanut, man. All right. Brother, we appreciate you sincerely. God bless you. I believe that. And thank you. Shout out to Crypto Billy in the house, GF Burke, and all the awesome, beautiful people here. GF Burke, thank you so much for the super chats. You're pumping them out there, buddy. No joke, baby. Let's look at Hex and Stater. Let's look at Hex and Stater. Hex on Mech C here. Hex looks, oh my gosh. Did you have to say that? Look at this. I mean, and what I like about Hex is it tends to kind of do whatever, because it's been through all its own ups and downs. It tends to do whatever it wants. Also, it's bullish because, you know, Gary's probably going to be out and they're probably not going to do nothing to Hex. You know what I mean? So this is what's called an ascending triangle, tight moving averages above the 200 MA, and it's a very high likelihood of a move to the upside. This would be a Hex trade that would be very similar to all the bigger trades that have played out in the last few weeks. The Doge trade, consolidation trades, like, so I like this 3-to-1 risk reward ratio, just like this, boom. I see a move for Hex coming. I see a move for Hex coming. It almost, I would have to say it would be the trade of the early week. Wow, I didn't, you know, Hex looks great. And we put out that call for Hex just the last, you know, maybe 4 or 5 days ago, and Hex did beautiful. And so we could see more for Hex here coming, for sure. Hex looks like it's about to break out tonight and continue to pump. If I lose a setup like this, so be it. I mean, I take so many, I win most of them anyway, so why not play it? You know, that's how I look at it. Hex looks amazing. I wouldn't sleep on Hex. That thing looks absolutely unbelievable. TEMA on Soul. Bitmart is backed by a real raccoon. Take it off now. Don't wave us goodbye. Jump into the rocket ship. Wow, you guys are really pushing this thing. They're really pushing the TEMA. I don't know. It's like, okay. It could start to, I mean, maybe that is the bottom. There's a chance. And you get into $4 million market cap and this thing is gone. You never know. You never know. Hex is easy to trade. You just got to get the pulse chain and grab Hex on your MetaMask, you know. Shiro, Super Chat, Pumpkin on Swee, Stater. Let's take a look at Stater. Took the peanut right when you said it made 2K, and that pays for the channel. My wife is happy. Unbelievable. I don't know what you did or how you did it, but God bless you, my friend. Shout out to Brian Rhodes for making 2K on the live. Unbelievable. I'm happy I was able to help you there. Are you able to help yourself? Really? I just showed technical analysis. Hey Sam, can you take a look at Altura? It's doing well, and it's not even listed on Binance. You know, I got onto Altura 4 years, like 3 or 4 years ago, 2020, 2021. I love the coin. I like the infrastructure. I think it could do numbers. Take a look at Pumpkin on Swoo. Pumpkin token on Swee. This one's tiny. Tiny. I like it though. I mean, I see this a lot. Like it's like in the pattern that it breaks out from. But then you have to play it back inside the pattern again. I mean, this thing is tiny, so if it does a 10x, you could do numbers. It could also go to 0. I don't see lock liquidity. I don't know. I'd be careful. You never know, right? But I'd rather play Hex, right? Hex is a safer bet there. Let's look at Stater on Coinbase. So the last time I looked at Stater was down over here when it looked really nice, but it definitely came down, got the stop hunts at 63 cents, and then ripped back to 136. Some people believe Stater could do numbers. I mean, it's in that same kind of thing that Bitcoin's in, but it's a little more rounded. So that's like rounded. I don't know. You know, I would have way more faith for Stater once it broke out and retested 146. You know, and that's not that much different than 136. I get it. So it would make me feel better if I was going to get into this. Other than that, it could round its way right to the downside here. And then it's got a gap of the VRVP. You could see it coming all the way back to 116. Does it look amazing? Be careful. Rocco. Shout out to Rocco. Is Rocco in the house? God bless Rocco, man. I have removed Super Chat. Just saying. Don't think it's a work around for shilling. Be polite. Yeah, don't think it's a workaround for shilling. God bless you. Thank you, Crypto Billy, for being amazing. All right. XRP is also, yeah, looking like a high likely candidate for a move. And Sean, if you can, extrapolate the XRP video, please, for me, and put that out. I did it today on the live stream. Put that out. Get that out there. I'd put it out tomorrow in the afternoon about 1 p.m. if you can. But it's actually time sensitive. I actually, you know what? See if you can put it out tonight, man. Maybe after the stream. I don't know. But if you can get it out as soon as you can, I'd greatly appreciate that. Thank you, Sean. XRP excerpt in today's stream this morning. I did an XRP excerpt. Grab that puppy and print that puppy. So yeah, in the XRP insert, we did say that XRP was likely going to break out of this little flag and continue to pump here. And that's what it did all day long. And so we gave you a trade even on the stream earlier today that played out absolutely beautifully to the upside here for XRPZ. And I see it headed back into this consolidative triangle, which it did, getting tight. And then if you take this, swing it up here, and I mean, it says we can get all the way to possibly a $4.40 XRP. It could even go higher than what we saw there, you know, at the $3 region. So Sean the man, baby. On it, lifer. Thank you, Sean. TRX looks good. I mean, TRX came to every coin that had, you know what it is too, is everyone's like, why are these coins so hot? Well, because they all had their mainnets last time. They were ready to operate this time too. Everyone thinks so, but they were old coins, but they weren't old coins. They were coins that were building more than everybody else, and they finally had infrastructure. I don't like this flat bottom after kind of like, you know, it seems like it's rounding the bottom though. We'll see. It almost has like descending triangle vibes to me, see? You know, again, nothing's bearish right now, but you know, I don't know. What if that dumps? Just doesn't look amazing to me right now. If I was going to get into Tron, I'd say, okay, but that's a shoulder, ahead of right shoulder, and then it's going to bounce back strong. Just wait for it to retest 32. Or break out and retest, yeah, 32.80. Is that it, Bert? Dogecoin, my boy. Yeah, and we're still in Dogecoin. I put a Dogecoin trade to the trading group. It's a leverage trade. I've been in it for a long time. And this says it's going to break to the upside, and we're going to pump all the way to 77. So I'm riding until 77, baby. Let's go. All the way to the upside. Background music should not be louder than you. Love what you do. You're excellent. Your music is monotonous, like being in a casino listening to the slot machines. Thank you. God bless you, Buck Schuster. The background music can be however loud I want it to be. I could yell through it like this all day long if I want to. I could do whatever I want. It's my show. Don't tell me what to do. I have a defiance disorder. Really irks me. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Suey about to break out. And don't tell Sam what to do. Exactly, yeah. I live free, man. I quit my job, so my boss told me not what to do. I need not listen to no man. All right? Suey does look like it's about to make an explosive move to the upside. Suey is making a statement and saying, hey, I want to go to 530 and I want to go there now. So Suey does look like it's about to make a pump to the upside. Suey, baby, Suey, right? Suey. I mean, Suey looks beautiful. If it doesn't pump, I'd be surprised. It does look like it's going to take a massive pump. 4 hour looks interesting. Let's look at our daily just in case. Even the daily looks like it could extend, even though it's not. It's a little too far away from the 21. The 3 days pulling the 21 with it says it could, so everything looks pretty good. Yeah, I would say yes. This is about to pump to the upside. I'd give it about an 8 out of 10 on the trade. Could also be the trade of the night, because everyone wants in and they know what it is now. And Swee's just going to continue to rip. And we remember we were in Swee 90 cents, 60 cents when it first started getting that rip. It would be a 5x from here. Swee, baby, Swee. And it will take DBOOK protocol with it. It will take CETUS with it. So CETUS, DBOOK, they all look pretty good to me too as well. For some gains coming for Swee. This is crazy. We're about to witness Swee just... I could be wrong. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, and this could dump in my face in 2 seconds. But, I mean, look at that. It just looks like you're going to get a massive move. Low, high, higher, low. It just looks awesome. There's trend analysis. There's tightness. There's moving averages. High volume node. We know it's hot. It's fundamental. It's technical. It's got everything. I don't know what else you need here for Swee, but, I mean, dang. So, we just found the hottest setups in the game right now. Clearly, stick a fork in it. We're done. We can see what's likely going to happen tonight based on these charts. All right. Did I make a mistake selling Pepe? I don't know. Whatever you do, you're the opportunity. So whatever could be, it's up to you. Okay. One next here, Bert. Yeah. Check out Sky Network, please. Interesting. And we're ripping through these super chats. It's amazing. I'm on top of it when I'm able to keep up with the chats, man. Shout out to Brian Rhodes for the peanut. Could you do XRP on the smaller time frames for a possible entry then, Sam? Thank you. And that Temu, we got a bunch of Temu ones. Can you check out Stater, MERY on Chronos? We looked at it all. We did it all. Ether, we got to look at Ether. We looked at Omikami. Watching Master Friend last night, he was pretty upbeat about the future of Hex this run. Seems way off, but what should think about Hex mooning late in the cycle? I believe that anything is possible. All my bullish calls for Hex have been spot on. I don't go too far. We'll take it one step, one day, one candle at a time. But yeah, he likes the ecosystem. He's about it. He's into Richard Hart, right? So we'll see what happens. It's kind of a certain type of person likes Hex. It's interesting. It attracts a certain individual. It does. I'm like almost Hex, almost not. I'm in the middle on it. I do own some Pulse Chain, and I'm speculative enough to find out what could happen, but. So let's take a look at Ether ATH here. And someone said the small time frames on XRP and PNUT getting a bit of a pump here. So XRP, it looks ripping, looks nice. See, honestly, I don't even think the small time frames are needed because, in my humble opinion, I say it's going to do something like this. So you get in here, stops lower than here, and you're going for the bigger move. The target really would be now, in my humble opinion. But again, anyone do whatever you want. You look here at the 15-minute, and you can see you're in a flag here. That just looks like a beautiful scalp trade that you could play right now. And it looks like XRP could pump to the upside on even just like, you know. So this makes me... And this is why I've been going kind of crazy. I have been going a little more crazy with futures, but there are daily basis futures. Like, I know I'm going to be getting in and getting out. So XRP's hot. We know it has the volume. We saw the bigger time frame look good to us, so we flip on in, and you can see why. Yeah, this 15-minute looks like it's about to take off, right? Looks like it just did take off. And low volume, and like, you know, I'm going to show you, like, again, I'm overextended in a bunch of different trades. And nothing's a guarantee for anything that you do. But this looks like it could definitely get back to 270. And so there's our 3-to-1 risk reward ratio about right there. And I would hit the open button. I hit my long. I tend not to be too hard on XRP. If I'm going to trade it, like, you know, 4 or 5x at the most, 3x, something like that. You want less in there so you can have less of a liquidation. I like a 4 isolated. And so the take profit would be 270. And this looks like it could happen fast, right? And the stop loss is at 255, right? Now that's close, right? In any moment you could lose. I mean, you'd rather keep the stop loss low there at like 253. That's why, you know, trading altcoins is way harder because the spread, right? And then you trade like 135 for 290. All right. Now I could easily just lose 135 bucks here. Or I just add to the trade, add to my, you know, but that looks interesting. Low stochastics, good chance of good. And I technically did buy the breakout, which I don't do. I like to buy when we touch the 21. But, you know, it following all my parameters, it's a flag, touch of the 21, low stochastics, everything looking pretty somewhat good above the 200 MA. And I could easily still lose the trade, no guarantees, right? And now we have more and more trades on the board here, right? We got the Bitcoin trade for 900 at 23,000. We have the Bitcoin trade for 6,800. Now it's a bigger trade. Remember, we added to it. We've got the Doge trade. We got the DGen trade. We got a lot of money working here. But we still got a good balance. You know, we still got a lot of available margin. Like, we're only using about 6,000 of a 50,000 available margin, and then, you know, a very small amount of the Bitcoin available margin. So, and so there you go. I mean, that's XRP on small time frames. They just answered your question beautifully, right? Okay. I'm going to tell my grandchildren, you're so funny. Wish I had every coin. Who doesn't? It's just like, there's this like never ending, I would like every one of them. You know what I mean? Like, let's get more. Like, can I have another? It's insane. Going up parade, bull baby. I mean, how about our Adam, dude? Adam is just, oh. What a rally it's been. What a rally it has been. It's been a rally of rallies, my friends. It's been beautiful. Look at Adam. I mean, everything is starting to kind of form. And you can see Adam, look. I mean, this is that next leg that we're seeing on Total 3. And then Adam makes the move all the way back up to $12, man. And then that bigger hidden bullish divergence, that, you know, look at that. So I just see Adam continuing to climb. And there's a trade right there for Adam. And this is a large cap. So for people that feel like more uncomfortable, like you don't like memes, you don't want to, you know, it's just that, you know, you're a little more skeptical. You know, these are giant blue chip coins that have been around a long time, right? That have teams that have been around that are, you know, they're basically docs. People know who they are. They're good devs. They've been working at a worthy cause for a long time. People know them in the space. You know, Adam looks interesting to me for that move. It really does. And it could happen anytime. It could start to rip very soon. Adam to 1257. Hey, Lifer, how is the MPLX MPLX holding? Interesting. I haven't looked at that coin in weeks. Haven't even thought about it. coin's been kind of whack, honestly, if you think about it, right? Compared to the rest of the market, it's been pretty flat as far as I'm concerned. Let's look at here too. It was like the most sideways coin for so long. Did they rebrand too? Why did it come back out? Something weird going on there, right? Oh, CoinX. That's where I always looked at it. All right, yeah. Okay, so it's been in a beautiful uptrend compared to the rest of the market. It has been an uptrend. Just came back down to the bottom of the trend there, and getting ready. NFTs really, I think, will spark this run, and so that's, you know, once they haven't really gotten that massive move up. It is sad. It's lagging behind a lot of the other market. You know, it is one of my 100 coins or something. So, but I still have faith. I mean, that's a low, that's a high, that's a higher low. And I believe next thing you know, it'll do its thing and get to the buck and take its time out there. I have faith it will get there, but you never know. Maybe it goes to zero and turns to nothing. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I believe it will. I put my money in there, so I believe it will. This cycle, do not sleep on slow moving coins. Look at HBAR and XRP, both rise from the dead. Yep. Yeah. Yes, we really like our BEAMX here. I'm into BEAMX hard. We've been holding BEAMX for a long time. One of the first coins we really started building, and the bear was this coin. We knew it was going to be the bigger gaming coin. And it's funny, a lot of those narratives have not died down. They've just been quieted down, but everyone knows them to be true. So again, every coin looks tonight like is the night. It's just like Saturday night is the night. Like every altcoin is going to rip. Bitcoin is ripping. It's back at 100,300, right? The coins are ripping. There's setups everywhere. I mean, I'm overwhelmed with glee right now again with the setups and the movement and just what's happening. This is an amazing time to be alive. Shout out to everybody here. So this looks like it's going to moon. And I own this coin. So when I say that, I get excited because I'm like, wow, more net worth as this thing starts to pump. Cardano pumps, Arrow pumps. Let's talk about Arrow's monumental move today. Shout out to anyone that got into Arrow. Arrow was one of our premier coins. I stuck to my guns on Arrow, 30 cents. That thing is ripping. And again, this could double top. Maybe you never know what can happen. There's some bearish divvy there. You never know. But I like the higher low. I like the tightness. And the total market cap, total 3, looks really good. So it's telling me, hey, yeah, there's some money to be made here. Have no fear. It's a coming. All right. What are the strong coins today that are ripping compared to the rest of the market? PNUT the squirrel back up there in the last hour, having a big pump to the upside. Did I just speak of PNUT? My goodness. Virtual Protocol. Brett back at 21. Brett we knew was going to do damage. Popcat. Ondo back at 171. They're going to get on. The Ondo will be $3 soon. I'm telling you. Radium, $10 coin. XDC, Solana, and everything. You know, all the usual suspects here. KAII. That thing's starting to do damage. Pepe ripped. All right. And we took advantage. Render back at 10. There's just so much opportunity out here. Say is back at 70. What say you, baby? What say you? Let's take a look at SEI, say. And how does these shows go for 2 hours and just disappear like it's been 2 hours? Say looks like it's about to go on a massive rally to the upside. My goodness, there's just a lot of movement out here, my friends. There's a lot of movement. And it's getting me excited. It's getting me excited. Like Airweave looks good to me too. Arweave. Arweave. I always thought it was Airweave. Today I realized there's no I in there. It's Arweave, right? $8 to $10 coin. Crow will also be hot. 100%. Move my say to Flux. That's crazy. Trillions incoming. That would be amazing, right? Let's take a look at Athena, ATH, USDT, Ether. Sorry, not Ether. I love this coin. I've been holding it for a long time. It's parabolic. I'm actually going to clean it up because it's even tighter than that. Let's look at it here on like the 4-hour time frame. But that thing looks like it's like people didn't know what it was. Now people are screaming, it's deep in, it's the hottest deep in, it's funny because for so long, like, no one discussed, but I was like, man, I knew I had this gem, and you could buy it down here where no one really cared about it. And it never really went lower than 4. Like, I was in it and it went up and down. I think I got it at like 5.5, 4, 8, and you never really lost your money. This thing never went low. So it was annoying. It went sideways for a long time, but it looks like its show's about to start here. And, again, rising wedges are way riskier than the bull pennants. Like, if you get into this and it doesn't play out, it is riskier than a bull pennant. It is what it is. But there's a good chance this thing does punch to the upside here. ATH, and I still own this coin. It's part of my portfolio. Everyone, every single Thursday night, I do a weekly screen share where I go over my entire portfolio, what I bought and sold throughout the week, what I'm looking at, what Token Metrics is looking at, what's trending, what's hot, what's not, what's bullish, what's bearish. And really, we hone in on the market together every single Thursday night for two hours, sometimes more, sometimes 3. It depends. We go over mindset. We've live traded that time. Sometimes it's time to live trade. It just happens there's a live trade there. And we live trade together. It's an amazing time. I look forward to it every single week. We just did it on Thursday. It was awesome. If that's something that you like, I think it's worth the $99 a month alone just to jump in there, like just to do that. It really is. Check Stellar Lumens Atari up 47 to the last. Yeah, Flux hasn't moved yet. And big news this month. And that would be Flux 1. For whatever reason, you had a 1 here on MEXC. I mean, we looked at Flux about to break out, and it did. And now Flux is sideways. So you can kind of move these over here. Recycle, so to speak. And I mean, what coin is not in this ascending triangle? Like, the entire market looks like it's ready to get blessed for another big leg to the upside here. We are getting extended. I keep saying, I'm like, man, when am I going to start selling? But 79 ain't bad. It looks like we definitely have some more room here in the Fear and Greed Index. Flux looks says it wants 126, and it wants it bad. All right. I will hold gas until the next bull run. Nothing to lose there. Nothing but upside. You're going to hold Caspa till the next bull run. Really? Wow, that's crazy. You're already setting yourself up to never sell Caspa? Interesting. I mean, we told you Caspa was the next one. It was the obvious big trade to come. And Caspa ripped. Then we saw this little flag, and Caspa would rip out of this flag to continue up to 18. And I see it headed all the way back to 24. That's the measured move for Caspa, and it's starting its pump. We showed you this cup and handle looked like PEAQ. I said, get ready. Caspa's about to make the move. It was getting so tight. And the bull market moves are very, very telegraphed. Like, it's pretty simple to see the move before it happens. It's not as hard as it is. And now this changes. The whole trading style changes when the market, and people don't understand. That's why they lose a lot of money, because they keep trading the same way. They're not able to pick up on it. See, remember I gave you Riff here when it first came out? It's already up 18%. Riff, we were talking about down there at 13. New coin, hot coin. We keep you guys privy to the hotness, I'm telling you. I'm going to promote your YouTube. I have learned so much in the last 30 days. Doubled my account, withdrew my initial deposit, and now playing with house money. My peeps need your mentorship. Thank you, Sam. So many people tell other people about me and say, hey, jump on. Hey, if it worked for you, right? And I'm sure I can make it work for anybody. XRP on 60 Minutes tomorrow. That could be a big deal, too. Lifer got us into Caspa at like 0.2. Some earlier. No sense in selling it. Long hold for me. Crypto Billy is the OG, man. You got yourself into Caspa. I was just a YouTuber you happen to watch that may have put a thought, made you think about something, maybe helped your research. But you allocated, you thought it out, you knew what made sense to you, and you made the move. Blessings on blessings to Crypto Billy and everybody out there on this beautiful live stream on this wonderful Saturday night, December 7th, in beautiful, beautiful sunny Florida. Today was a gorgeous day in Florida. Tonight is going to be 55 degrees. Expect rain showers next Wednesday. Funny, we haven't had rain in a long time. Pretty much. Right. Harry, 1 minute. So funny. It's so crazy. Anyway, a flag here on BitTensor And, you know, every coin is starting to make a rising wedge, saying like every coin's about, it's almost like everyone wants in and they're going to force the hand of these coins to get higher than they should be. Just woof, and there's going to be a push out, right? 20K a chicken fee, long hold. Amen. Historic bull run is ahead. I mean, we could be in for something we don't know. You know, boba breaking out. I mean, I could sit here all day and just go over coins till I'm blue in the face. Optimism. Look at that uptrend it's making and then starting to make this kind of nice little flag here. Looks like it could continue to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for optimism. All right. I hold this coin. I mean, there's not almost a coin I don't have, right? I said it before, I'll say it again. One of the best crypto channels out there, without a doubt. Been watching for over a year. And God bless you for saying that. Thank you so much. That's the nicest thing that people can do, is give you guys, you know, a positive, testimonial right there on the live stream. All right. Thanks for a description on TEMA coin. We'll be at 500 market cap in no time. Wow. The people in the trading group have been beyond supportive. Everyone is so helpful and not judgmental. So much gratitude for you all. Thank you. And it's the work ethic that we produce. We don't, you know, that's kind of the type of people that we want in the trading group. We don't want to play any games. We want to make it happen. So, yeah. Everybody, I'm going to jump on out of here for the night. It is 10 o'clock. It's been a long weekend. I've been busting my butt all day in the charts, helping my trade group. We made gains today. I did my job. We looked at a bunch of coins tonight. I've gone over Bitcoin till I'm blue in the face. There's not much more I can do for my trading group besides let you guys fly like little birdies. All right? It's up to you now. It's up to you, young Crypto Billy. I've given you the range, young Crypto Billy. It's time for you to ride the bike now. No. But God bless you all. I love you. I'm so excited to see you all here every single time I show up. I can feel your spirit. I can feel your heart through the keyboard, through the love, through the internet. And we are the lifers. We are strong. We are amazing. And we are just getting started, baby. I love you all. I appreciate you. Stay focused. Keep your, always have a stop loss. God bless Master Friend. God bless everybody here on the live. Remember, there's still time to jump on into the trading group. How do you do that? If you want these gains, you want the education, you want to be a part of something bigger than yourself and you could feel it, jump on in. Join us today. All right. Go to cryptolifer.com and join us today. Hit the join button. Subscribe to a monthly, a quarterly, or an annual subscription. I can't wait to see you in the group and help change your life. Everyone, God bless you all. Thank you so much. And I'll see you tomorrow morning, bright and early. We're going to bang. The early stream is on Sunday because I have a lot going on Sunday, so I can't do it. It's usually between 8 and 9 in the morning, Sunday mornings. And then we'll be back at it. One thing I do want to look at that I said we would look at that I did not, forgive me for a split second, it's just to take a look at the daily candle. I'd like to take a look at it myself. It opened at 99,740. The high was 100,439. The low is 98,844, and the candle would close at 99,831 and 99 cents, up 91 bucks on the day. So it's a pretty flat candle, up $91, but it did close green, and it's producing another likely push to the upside here. As we're above this high volume node, we had a gap all the way back up to 102.6, so it looks like we're going to be able to gap up to 102.6 before we have any issues of liquidity. Blessings on blessings. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the love. I am jumping out of here for the night. I apologize if you just jumped on in. But may God bless you, and I'll see you tomorrow.